Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This time, I'm going to go over the NBC News, and this is about the feds. They have accused 47 people of stealing cash meant to help feed needy kids in a staggering COVID scheme. Prosecutors said that the suspects in a $250 million fraud used the money to buy commercial real estate, luxury cars, fancy homes, and even coastal property in Kenya. The article is by Ken D. I shortened the name, his last name, because I didn't want to butcher it. Okay. Federal prosecutors announced charges Tuesday against 47 people accused of carrying out the biggest COVID fraud scheme to date, a theft of $250 million through what officials describe as a brazen and staggering plot to exploit a federal program designed to feed needy children in Minnesota. Prosecutors say a web of charity restaurants and individuals pulled off the fraud by claiming they were providing meals for tens of thousands of undeserved children, when in fact the money was going to commercial real estate, luxury cars, fancy homes, and even coastal property in Kenya, authorities said. The defendants took advantage of the loosening eligibility rules and a lack of oversight due to the pandemic. This was a brazen scheme of staggering proportions, U.S. Attorney Andrew M. Luger said in a statement. The defendants worked extremely fast, stealing at a breakneck pace, he added, at a news conference announcing the charges. More than 125 million fake meals are issued in this case. Damn, that's crazy. Many of the defendants are charged not only with fraud, but with bribery because the government allies the charities took kickbacks from the food sites in exchange for steering them federal grants. Wow, are you crazy? And many are charged with money laundering for allegedly moving stolen funds through shell corporations and other vehicles to blur the trail. Prosecutors said the fraud was overseen by Amin Bach, who ran a nonprofit called Feeding Our Future. She has denied wrongdoing and argued that if fraud occurred, it was without her knowledge. Okay? Nonprofits such as Feeding Our Future were supposed to sponsor overseas the restaurant, community centers, and other places where meals were to be provided. The indictment says Feeding Our Future opened more than 250 meal distributing sites throughout Minnesota and fraudulently obtained and dispersed more than $240 million in funds from the federal child nutrition program ran by the agricultural my bad, y'all. Department. All right. Many of the defendants came from Minnesota's large East African community, which was also where most of the non-existent meals were supposed to have been provided. FBI affidavits say one well-known restaurant collected $1.1 million in a single month, claiming to have fed 185,000 children. The FBI pointed out in the court records that a typical McDonald's restaurant takes in $2.9 million in an entire year. Damn it! In the summer of 2020, the FBI said in the court records, state officials became suspicious of the large number of meals being claimed at the site sponsored by Feeding Our Future and sought to deny payments at many of them. But Feeding Our Future sued in state court, and a judge ruled that the state had not met its case and ordered the payments to continue. The site continued to receive millions of dollars that the government now alleges was stolen, according to the court records. The judge, John Guffman, was out of the country and not reachable for comment, his court report told NBC News. State officials ultimately contacted the FBI, which began the investigation and conducted a series of raids in January that closed down the funding stream. So far, the Justice Department has seized property, vehicles, and bank accounts worth $50 million, officials said. This is a correction. September the 20th, 2022 at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time. A previous version of this article mistallied the dollar amount of the alleged fraud. Prosecutor says it was 250 million, not 250 billion. Okay, so that was a correction. Okay, and you can go check out Ken D, and that's his information right there. That's what he does. And basically, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, side note, why they ain't come for Brett Favre like this? Or Ted DiBiase? Or the former mayor of Mississippi? Why they ain't come for them like that, though? Huh? Why they ain't start seizing properties like that volleyball facility that was built and everything? Like, why they ain't do that to them? Interesting. But no, Brett Favre and them, all they do is they just get questioned. They just get asked questions and deny everything. Even though anyway, allegedly. But yeah, back to the story. I can't. Yeah, I mean, they got caught. It is innocent until proven guilty. Allegedly, the woman is claiming that she had no knowledge of what was going on. I'm pretty sure that the Alphabet Boys are going to do their very best in digging every nook and cranny like they should with Brett Favre and Ted DiBiase in the former governor. And they're going to find out what they need to know. Okay? But hey, man, that's crazy. Taking food from out of kids' mouths and stuff like that. Like, bro, you could at least fed some of them. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, that's crazy. Oh, I mean, hey, so it's going to be a lot of special places in hell for a lot of people. So it is what it is for me. But I would like for you to drop down and let me know how you feel about this in the comment section. Do you feel that the investigation of how they came upon, what was going on, did they do enough or did they not do enough? The mere fact, the balls on them to sue them, even though they was taking all that money to sue them, is just, man, lust for money makes you do some of the craziest things, even if you're in the wrong, allegedly. But with that, get down in the comment section. Let's talk about this, and I will get with you guys in the next video.